Former Nagaland Chief Minister S.C. Jamir says all 60 MLAs of the state should resign to pave way for an early solution to the Indo-Naga issue. The veteran politician's remarks comes after a time when the core committee all set to key talks with the centre. 11 MLAs of Tripura take oath as cabinet ministers on Monday in Agartala, a day after Manik Saha took oath as Tripura Chief Minister. Governor S.N. Arya administered the oath of the office and secretary to the cabinet minister at a program held at Raj Bhavan. Flood caused by incessant rain continues to batter Assam. Around 57,000 people across 7 districts of the state affected by the current spell of flood. Nearly 222 villagers under 15 revenue circles affected and around 10,321.44 hectares of cultivated land submerged. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday arrives in Delhi for a day-long visit since ties affected between the neighbouring countries due to a border dispute in 2020. PM lays foundation stone of the Centre for Buddhist Culture and Heritage after offering prayers at Mahamaya Devi Temple in Lumbini along with Nepali counterparts Sher Bahadur Dubey. Hello and welcome to Nltv News. Now I am Johanna Muri and now let's have a look at the news in details. The National Socialist Council of Nagaland, Izak Muiwa leadership does not seem to be pleased with the central government even after repeated talks. The NSCN-IM seems to be distressed with the fact that the Union Home Minister Amit Shah has quietly called in senior Nagaland-based leaders CM Rio and Dr. S.C. Jamir to Delhi to make the ongoing peace talks broad-based. In relation to this, the NSCN-IM spokesperson stated that Amit Shah is giving extra importance to Dr. S.C. Jamir and that nothing good is going to turn out towards Naga solution. The NSCN-IM spokesperson also questions as to how a good solution will arrive when a treacherous person like Jamir is consulted. They also stated that they are not walking out of the talks and questioned the government as to why the government is trying to find an escape route from May 2015 framework agreement that was signed in full view of the world. NSCN-IM spokesperson was confident on his stand that the government also knows well that signing the agreement without the IMs will be meaningless. Just before the core committee members landed for Delhi, former Chief Minister S.C. Jamir stated that it is the moral obligations of the 60 elected legislatures to give up their seat and pave way for the early solution to the Indo-Naga issue. Jamir further mentioned that the 60 MLAs are ready to give up their seat to bring a solution to the Indo-Naga issue. Jamir stated that since there is no integration in the Naga areas, the people from outside of Nagaland should focus on their problems and handle those, while the people of Nagaland can sort out differences and solve our own problems. Jamir proclaimed that Nagaland is our home and we are not running away from home, and also urged the people of Nagaland to take care of Nagaland. Jamir noted that the outsiders should not be a burden to Nagaland. He also assured that when they come back from Delhi, Nagaland will be Nagaland and likewise Manipur will also be Manipur, hence there is no dispute. While addressing a question, Jamir stated that there are many tribes in Nagaland, but all tribes forge unity and harmony among ourselves. However, he maintained that outsiders have been creating problems for many years. Jamir also mentioned about his meet with PM Modi and Shah and stated it was fruitful. The NSCN-IM UT1 has arrested a family of 4 members from Assam over an alleged murder of a 70-year-old, namely Munaf Ali. The NSCN-IM UT1 Secretary Obeto Tuku has informed that they were arrested on May 14th. As they interrogated, the 4 admitted that they were guilty of the murder and also stated that they fled from Assam and entered Nagaland. Giving more information on the criminals, the UT1 Secretary noted that they were non-indigenous and residents of Assam. The UT further stated that they were handed over to an appropriate state law enforcement agency for further course of action. With an aim to re-strengthen and re-strengthening the grassroots level of BJP, the national level BJP organized a 3-day training program for the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha. The BJYM Nagaland President Hosheto Awomi and General Secretary Imna Ninkum Longkumar attended the 3-day BJYM national training camps. Training camps were held from 13th May to 15th May at Dharmashala, Himachal Pradesh. BJP National President JB Nadda graced the training during the inaugural program. The spokesperson spoke on the history of the party. The event also saw the participation of BJP National General Secretary and BJYM National In Charge Tarun Chak, Rajya Sabha MP and ICCR President Vinay Chandra Dubey, BJP Head Amit Malviya and BJP National Spokesperson Sambit Patra, Union Minister Anurag Thakur and others. The 39th International AIDS Candlelight Memorial was held on Sunday at a conclave hall LCS building in Kohima under the theme "We Remember, We Take Action, We Live Beyond HIV." The project director NSACS Dr. Akko Sore, while speaking the gathering on the occasion, informed that as per estimation of HIV Sentinel Surveillance 2020, Nagaland is placed at the 2nd position with a percentage of 1.44 in adult HIV prevalence. She also pointed out that as per the program data from 1999 till March 2022, Nagaland has recorded 29,928 HIV-positive cases, out of which 10,617 are alive and are on antiretroviral therapy. Meanwhile, she also stressed the need to break down the barriers and stigma and discrimination and further encourage people to come forward for HIV testing and to avail timely treatment and other HIV-related facilities.
This is an opportunity to reflect, to remember those friends, family, and many millions who have fallen along the way. This is also to recognize and honor those who have campaigned and dedicated their lives to helping people living and affected by HIV. The International AIDS Candlelight Memorial is also a campaign to mobilize communities and raise social consciousness about HIV and AIDS. With almost 38 million people living with HIV today, this Candlelight Memorial serves as an important platform for global solidarity, breaking down barriers of stigma and discrimination, and giving hope to the new generations.
Not necessarily only remembering the lost lives that we face up till now in our state, across the country and globally to HIV. But let's also give aside a few moments to remember the people who are tirelessly working to serve the community of the HIV positive person. In our state, we have had a collective partnership and movement together. Since the inception of the National AIDS Control Program way back 92. Our state initiated in the year 99. And we have come a long way, and we have achieved a whole lot of things. So today I stand here to also give a shout out to NLP Plus, to the partner NGOs, the many partner NGOs across the state, and also to our very
11 MLAs of Tripura took oath as cabinet ministers on Monday in Agartala, a day after Manik Saha took oath as Tripura chief minister. Governor S.N. Arya administered the oath of the office and secretary to the cabinet ministers at a program held in Raj Bhavan. Notably, CM Manik Saha, former CM Biplab Kumar Deb, and other dignitaries were also present during the ceremony. It may be mentioned that the 11 ministers include 9 from BJP, 2 from the Indigenous Peoples Front of Tripura. Flood caused by incessant rain continues to batter Assam. Around 57,000 people across 7 districts of state have been affected by the current spell of flood. According to officials, nearly 222 villages under 15 revenue circles are affected in this wave of flood, while around 10,321.44 hectares of cultivated land has submerged under flood waters. 3 people, including a child, died during this natural calamity in Assam. Apart from human beings, the flood has also affected 1,434 animals and a total of 202 houses have been damaged so far. At the same time, several roads, bridges and irrigation canals were also damaged in Hojai, Lakhimpur and Nagaon district. Meanwhile, incessant rain triggers landslide into a villages part of the DIMA Hasao district on Saturday. The Indian Army on Sunday evicted 119 passengers of Silchar Guwahati bound train that got stranded at Didok Chera in Assam's Dima Hasao district, where landslide brought rail connectivity and a halt on Saturday. Notably, 15,616 Silchar Guwahati Express remained stranded as railway bridge collapsed due to the incessant rain. Meanwhile, the Northeast Frontier Railway was informed that a special evacuation train reached the Silchar, and after a final count, it has been said that a total of 1,245 passengers have been evacuated successfully by the train. The NFR further informed that the rest of the passengers have been successfully airlifted to Silchar Airport. The Border Security Force in Tripura foiled a smuggling attempt across the Indo-Bangladesh international border and seized items worth more than 2.29 crores on Sunday. BSF seized 20.5 kgs ganja, rescued 29 cattle heads having combined seizure value worth 2 crore along with 10,500 Bangladeshi taka. BSF has apprehended 2 smugglers from 2 different operations. Security force have identified smugglers as Madhu Datta and Parnam Majumdar and have been handed over to the Manu Bazar police station in South Tripura. BSF further stated that BSF troops have given big jolts to the trans-border smugglers by successfully seizing huge quantity of counterparts items. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is for a day-long visit to Nepal, laid the foundation stone for the construction of a unique center for Buddhist culture and heritage within the Lumbini monastic zone after offering prayers at Mahamaya Devi Temple in Nepal's Lumbini, along with Nepali counterparts. Notably, he is expected to be in Nepal around 10:30 am and 3:30 pm, whereas he is focused on bringing soft power to the country stage of India, center stage of India-Nepal relations, while also marking India's formal presence at the holy site that's barely 10 kilometers away from the border. According to the Nepal Prime Minister's press advisor Anil PM Modi's visit to the Himalayan nation is set to inviting of Duba. It is to be mentioned that Modi is paying a long-day visit to Lumbini on the occasion of the Buddha Purnima. It will also be the Prime Minister's fifth visit to Nepal since 2014. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with President Ramnath Kovind on Monday, greeted the people of Sikh on its statehood day. PM Modi, taking down to Twitter, mentioned that the people of Sikkim have distinguished themselves in diverse fields and are making rich contributions to national progress. He further said that the people of the state will be blessed with happiness and good health. Furthermore, President Kovind stated that Sikkim has set an example for the rest of the country in organic farming and adopting path of sustainable development, and said, "My best wishes to all the residents of Sikkim for continued growth and prosperity." Meanwhile, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Minister Piyush Goyal, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla also extended their greetings to the people of Sikkim. Notably, on this day of 1975, Sikkim became the 22nd state of India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is scheduled to visit Lucknow on Monday after paying obeisance at Lord Buddha's birthplace in Nepal on the occasion of Buddha Purnima. Notably, he will participate in a program organized at Mahanirvana Stupa in Kushinagar, while from Kushinagar he is expected to reach Lucknow around 6 p.m. In Lucknow, he will have an interaction with UP ministers at Chief Minister's Yogi Adityanath official residence. Meanwhile, he is also likely to talk about the good governance with the ministers on the road to the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Earlier in the day, Modi arrived at the Kushinagar airport around 9 a.m. and then flew to Lumbini, Nepal. BJP National President J.B. Naga is set to interact with 14 heads of mission to India on Monday. The interaction is scheduled to take place at 4 p.m. at BJP headquarters 6A Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyaya, Margin, Delhi. Notably, this interaction is a part of the series of program under No BJP initiative launched by Naga. During this event, Naga will speak on the history of struggles, success, ideology and contributions to the BJP in his government in nation building. Furthermore, he will also address the queries from the distinguished guest. Delhi has witnessed a maximum temperature recorded of 49 degrees Celsius on Sunday. This comes amid entire northeastern region of India witnessing pre-monsoon. However, on Monday, Delhi witnessed a change in temperature as it can be seen that western disturbance has reached Delhi, making the clouds to increase. Reportedly, the temperature has fallen in Delhi as per 11:30 am observation. Temperature has already fallen by 2 to 3 degrees Celsius. As per IMD's observation, temperature will be 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lower than it was observed on Sunday. Senior IMD scientist R.K. Jinamani said that some stations in Delhi has recorded 46 to 48 degrees Celsius and hoped that it will come down to 43 to 44 degrees. Jamani continued, stating that there will be a relief from Tuesday onwards for 3 to 4 days. Then the temperature will rise again in Delhi. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha has taken a major decision on government employees of the Kashmir Pandit community. Notably, Manoj Sinha on Sunday informed People's Alliance for Gupkar Declaration and BJP delegations that PM package employees, mostly Kashmiri Pandits, will be deployed in secure and safer districts and Tehsil headquarters in view of the recent terror attacks on them. Meanwhile, after meeting the governor, PADG urged Kashmir Pandits not to leave the valley, adding they will share equal pain and will bear the tragedy together.
ये बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण हुआ है और हमारी पूरी संवेदना भट्ट जी के साथ है। कुछ लोग अमन चैन खराब करने में लगे हुए हैं। प्रशासन मामले को गंभीरता से ले रहा है, नौकरी में लगे हैं। उनकी सुरक्षा का विधिवत इंतजाम किया जाए, इसके लिए हमने बैठक की है। जहाँ तक भट्ट साहब की मौत का सवाल है तो वो एक टारगेटेड किलिंग है, एक भय और आतंक का वातावरण पैदा करने की कोशिश की गई है और बहुत ही अच्छे एम्प्लॉय थे वो। उनके परिवार के साथ हमारी पूरी संवेदना है और हमने एक SIT का गठन किया है इस मामले में। वहाँ के SHO को अटैच कर दिया गया है।
Devasayam Pillai, who embraced Christianity in 18th century on Sunday, became the first Indian layman to declare a saint by Pope Francis during an impressive canonization ceremony here at Vatican. Devasayam was recommended for the process of beatification of the Vatican in 2004 at the request of the Kota Diocese, Tamil Nadu, Bishops' Council and the Conference of Catholic Bishops of India. Pope Francis 85 canonized blessed Devasayam during a canonization mass in St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican. A miracle attribute to Devasayam was recognized by Pope Francis in 2014, clearing the path to his canonization in 2022. 9 others, including 4 women, were also canonized along with Devasayam. It was the first canonization ceremony at the Vatican in over 2 years. Defending champion Uttar Pradesh emerged as the champion of the 12th Hockey Indian Sub-Junior Men's National Championship 2022. Uttar Pradesh hammered Jharkhand 3-0 in the final of the tournament, which was held in Goa on Sunday. Shahrukh Ali scored all 3 field goals in the first and final quarters of the match for Uttar Pradesh. Iringbam Rohit Singh finished as the top scorer of the tournament with 12 goals. That is all for now. Thank you for tuning in, and for more updates, keep watching Nagaland TV.
Hey, you haven't started yet?
It's very low quality water tank.
Just shut up. The shopkeeper has given us 5 years of guarantee.
Or forget 5 years. Drinking water from this tank can be very dangerous.